Hi, I'm Lisa Niven Kelly here for Beaducation.com, and today we're going to talk about stamping on rings. I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can stamp on a ring, and this is my favorite way. This is using a ring mandrel on a sandbag. So you've got your ring on here that you're going to stamp on. But the first thing I do is kind of settle my ring mandrel into the bag, so I kind of make sure it's all snug down in there. You can also use a plastic mallet to do that. And then I'm going to turn it this way actually when I'm stamping. So I'm going to stamp the name Jax on here. It's my nephew's name. I'm going to first use the J, and this is a J from our Tattoo 2mm set, and it is perfect for these rings. You want to make sure your stamp is nice straight up and down right in the center of the ring there, and one good hit. There we go. Now to do the next letter, you just turn it a teeny bit and line the next letter up. So you always want to be working straight up and down instead of trying to, work on the sides. This is much easier. Awesome. Okay, let me show you the next way to stamp on rings, and I'll do the last letter. Another tool that you can use to stamp on rings is this very appropriately named ring mandrel stand that holds your ring mandrel. It provides great resistance because it's really, really heavy and very hard metal. But I just want to point out that when you receive it, this side of the tool actually comes screwed in over here, so it's on this edge. You have to move it in 1 notch to fit our ring mandrels. And these screws can be quite tight. It comes with an Allen wrench, but I literally had to put that in, lay it on the floor, so the Allen wrench was up like this, and step on it to get it to loosen. So they might be tight, but stick with it. They will open, lefty loosey, tighty righty, and then you can just put it in this little notch here, and it holds this perfectly. So again, I would want to orient it like this, so I have the right angle. Let's find the top so we can get that last letter in, the X. This will be much louder than stamping on the sandbag. And there we go. The last way that you can stamp on rings is to take your ring on the ring mandrel and clamp it into a table vise. So the key here is that these jaws have plastic covers so they don't mar up your ring, and they're closed right down on the ring, which is right up against the ring mandrel. You want to make sure it's nice and snug, otherwise you'll just be distorting the ring. And make sure this is in here really, really hard and doesn't wobble around at all. And then this table vise is tight up on this table. So now with everything nice and snug on the ring mandrel, tight in the clamp, I'm just going to put this little heart stamp right there. There we go. Now the main bummer about using this tool is that every time you need to shift your ring, you have to unclamp the jaws, turn it slightly, and re-clamp down onto your mandrel.